Details. The whole of Tarkov is built on them. One small change in bullet penetration alters the effectiveness of the entire caliber. A slight tweak in the painkiller mechanism improves the life of every player. But do all mechanics work as they should? And has every element of the game been illuminated and noticed? I kept notes on things I noticed during raids, some were even the cause of my death. Some will be positive, others negative, and some just interesting. Let's start with the good. We've all noticed that the lighting at the interchange has improved significantly. Dark corners are brighter, and the stupid and unnecessary haze is gone. If you compare old and new frames, that's exactly what they cut out, which I think is a great solution. But no one mentioned anything about the factory. In the office area on the stairs, they changed the texture of the walls or maybe tweaked their contrast parameter, reflection, I have no idea. As a result, they are very bright, and against their background PMCs are clearly visible. You can pay attention yourself to how well it stands out. Even that disgusting position inside on the barrels is not as safe anymore. The second point that interested me precisely after publishing a video about grenades. The conversation was about taking a prone position to save yourself from an explosion. After all, if you lie down, your character shifts their chest and head forward, meaning farther away from the blast.
Fuck this.
First, we need to make sure if the animation actually moves the chest forward. I had a guy do push-ups. He lay down, got up, lay down again, and I noticed that indeed, the head obviously moves forward, but the chest also moves there a bit. Next, it's a matter of little. As we remember, the Vox 17 kills at a distance of 5.5 meters. Accordingly, we take a distance of 5.4 meters and see that standing, survival seems impossible. Now we lie down and, indeed, the character may have lost a lot of HP, but still survived. Of course, if you lie down too close, there's no chance of player health, but overall, in a very specific situation, it might work. But I still can't imagine any scenario where I would choose to lie down wider than just run away. Unless, of course, if your legs are broken and there's no time to take a painkiller. And anyway, it's not always clear where the grenade fell, so there's a good chance of lying face to it and thereby imprinting your saliva on the fragments. The third point that surprised me a lot. Black legs cannot be broken further. I checked this for a long time. Jumping from a relatively low height with the still intact legs, they break like nothing. Almost every time you jump, there's a fracture. Sometimes one, sometimes two right away, but once they turn black, that's it. No matter how high you jump from, there's no fracture. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't break my legs. Yes, you've probably often encountered a situation where you have a black leg and a fracture. Apparently, in these moments you got a fracture when your limbs had HP, because during the next tests, no matter how much we shot at the black parts of the body, there's no fracture. Great, I almost ran away. Just a little more. They won't find me here. Oh no, Oh, I'm still alive.
No, you died.
What? How could I die? I did everything according to your guides.
You fool, forgot the main rules.
But how? I remember everything. Deadly guns, red behavior. Everything as you told.
But you used Vox 17 grenades and your headphones is GSH?
But...
And I said, subscribe to Patreon, and there you'll find hundreds of weapon builds, analysis of game mechanics, training tables, and hundreds of guides. Don't be like him, click the link in the description and comments.
But what we were testing? Aim punch. Yeah, what an annoying thing it is. When it seems like you are aiming at the enemy, they hit you, everything blurs and the sight moves to the side. There were rumors that there's a dependency of aim punch strength on how much damage was dealt to you in one hit. So I decided to find out if there's any connection at all. Initially, a simple check. Maybe it's stronger in some parts of the body, weaker in others. We shot repeatedly at each area. Legs, arms, stomach. Indeed, sometimes there was some kind of pattern. Hitting the stomach slightly shook the character more, and the right arm didn't give any aim punch at all. But that's complete nonsense. Next time, our left leg didn't give any aim punch either. So, all limbs in this regard are more or less the same. An interesting feature is that each hit causes pain to the character. It doesn't last long, but it's there. Pain makes the eye swim, and there's a chance of it appearing or not appearing, depending on your stress resistance level. But the funny thing is that you can simply completely nullify the pain by using painkillers. And the question is, maybe aim punch is weaker under their influence. We did the same thing. Shot, and what can I say? The difference is zero. Okay, we've figured that out. Let's check if there's a dependency of damage or penetration. First, let's try the PKP on SNB ammo. The penetration is insane. We shoot at all limbs and notice that the aim punch remains the place after each shot. But it wasn't anything unusual. Exactly the same as when we shot PBMs. Next, we decided to do the same with the 45 Vector on whip ammo. It has 130 damage, which is a lot. And we started. Yes, everything is the same here too. There's aim punch, but it's standard. Besides, we compared its difference with and without armor. Found out that it doesn't matter. And that makes the conclusion. Aim punch comes in 3 types. It can simply pull your sight away without blurring the screen. It can slightly blur and pull the sight, and vice versa, it can blur heavily and jerk the sight. No attachment or dependency on anything was found. But while we were checking all of this, I also found a couple more quirks with the injured arms. So let's say if your left or right arm is black, your aiming speed will be halved. But if both are black, the effect doesn't stack and stamina is also halved. But what's unique to a right arm injury is that searching containers takes slightly longer. However, the funniest part is, if you use painkillers, which not only removes the sight sway, but also makes stamina consumption normal, as if the arm isn't injured at all. It's also strange that the character throws grenades at the same distance regardless of injuries. And by the way, I draw your attention to the fact that painkillers now significantly reduce the black and white vignette. BG added head-mounted flashlights, and all players just ignored this feature. But in fact, there's some sense in it, especially if you are playing with a pistol. Notice that when you run with the flashlight attached to the pistol, it doesn't illuminate what's ahead of you at all. The option of not blindly moving in complete darkness is only to walk. When the flashlight is on the helmet, there's a way to see while running. I'm sure you are wondering, will switching to laser mode improve accuracy? Then I'll tell you right away, no, which is quite logical. But the developer isn't good at everything. Bug fixes, as usually, postponed indefinitely. Remember the factory doors that become transparent under certain conditions? I think it's evolving. I'm not sure if this wasn't there before, but now you can step back any distance and just turn the camera to make the door disappear. Yes, it's funny. But what's even funnier is that it works from the outside as well, and you can step back any distance, it doesn't matter. One more thing that really pissed me off, it's this sight. Remember this bastard, and I'm not talking about its crappy reticle. You might encounter a situation where when you go into a raid with it on a collimator, it feels different. For comparison, here I am aiming with it side to side, and here with another side. The difference is like twice. But that's not even the peak of idiocy. If you put the sight on the MP9, then everything will be fine with it. The sensitivity will return to normal. That is, this sight just conflicts specifically with the mousing, and it's unclear why. Oh, I'm already so fed up with this crap. Это пиздец, это просто конченая хрень. Это... Я настолько в шоке Ой, фу. Only the last weapon for the challenge. I took it out and died with it because of this sight. What a disgrace. Write in the comments if you know any mechanics that worth telling the world about. This could be bugs or just peculiarities. I'll be glad to read them and maybe include them in the next compilation. All the best. Good luck.